This is big. A new signing could change everything for the Padres this season. Local kid, Connor Joe, is signing with the San Diego Padres. What's going on, everybody? I'm Christian Pedersen here with your latest episode of Padres Digest. Before we go any further, the season is right around the corner, so I got to remind you guys all, as always, to hit that subscribe button so all the Padres Digest news, updates, episodes, takes, opinions, reactions, everything drop right into your timeline every single day without you having to go hunt it down. All right, let's talk about it. Connor Joe, San Diego native, played at USD, first-round draft pick by the Pirates, 5 years into his major league career. Serviceable guy. This is not a groundbreaking signing in terms of like, oh my goodness, Connor Joe is going to show up and hit 900 home runs and be Barry Bonds and fix every single problem in the major league organization. But I will say this, if you look at the numbers, it's not anything close to horrible. His strikeout to walk ratio is good. He's somewhere in the neighborhood of a 240 to 260 hitter. His highest year was a 280 batting average. Strikeouts are low. He keeps the ball in play. He is going to be a left field, first base, right field, DH, platoon kind of guy, which is arguably what the Padres really need at this point in the year. If you're not going to be able to sign a true game changer, I think that this is great because there's no reason in overpaying for the bloated corpse of somebody that could get it done 5 or 10 years ago and trying to squeeze, like, we don't need to squeeze $5 million more out of Tommy Pham or something like that, and who's late 36, 37, 38. Connor Joe, 32, yes, he's not like a spring chicken, but he's definitely somebody who has the athleticism and capability of playing 130 games easily as he kind of rotates. We talked about how the Padres' current problem is that they have a starting lineup, but they don't have any flexibility. They have no depth. They have no ability for if one guy takes a night off and everything kind of has to rotate a little bit, then there's a huge drop-off. I think that this is your perfect stopgap measure because he comes in, right-handed bat, knows how to put the ball in play, not strike out a ton, can at least keep things moving. Even if it's just a bunch of sac flies and moving runners over, it's better than a net zero negative bringing up somebody from the minors to just kind of hang out there, especially if we're looking at like a Terso Ornelas is going to be a lefty bat. This is a righty bat. Perfectly maybe takes some of the pressure off of the rookie in the first 100 at-bats, first third of the season type of thing. Look, if anything, he's played for the Rockies, so he knows NL West stadium. Like, I think that he checks so many of the boxes of that perfect platoon man that I'm excited about this. I love it. Also, for the fact that he is he's a San Diego guy. I love it for the fact that when you look it up, you see highlights of him being able to hit the Dodgers kind of well, which is always nice. But look, he is I think the best signing that the Padres have this offseason. I think that he's a sneaky good signing. I am not saying, like I said at the top, that this is going to be a career revival where he's going to hit 400. He's not the next Ted Williams. But if he comes in, hits 270, hits 8 home runs, 45 RBIs, is able to produce a base amount of offensive net positive that the Padres can have as their guy who plays DH on Monday, first base on Tuesday, takes Wednesday off, and then left field on Thursday, do it all again the next week, then I think you're talking about a guy who absolutely, for the low dollar amount that we are paying him, not only does that, but can then be shuttled up and down and from the AAA minor league affiliates, can also be cut and be expendable if the Padres do end up making a move where they dish Cease to get a quality a 290 type 300 hit. Like if they go get a comparable superstar to put out there and left in exchange for Michael King or Dylan Cease or something like that, and then I think you can dish Connor Joe without having to be like, all right, well, we spent $5 million on him. Like, we got to hold on to him. Otherwise, he's dead cap money. This is going to be a cheap contract. Not all the details have been released on it, but it's going to be something that is going to be really team favorable for this guy right now. And I think since he's, if nothing else, he's home. He's going to love playing for the Padres. He is going to be a very, very good option just in terms of the vibes. So there you go. Connor Joe is the newest Padre. I think he's the best Padre signing this offseason. I think he's the right guy to come in and be our jack of all trades stopgap measure. And now it is just down to whether or not the Padres are going to find a serviceable backup catcher. And then I say let's roll the ball out there and let's start playing some games before we do any other tweaking to this lineup. Sans a major deal, like a blockbuster that's going to move and groove something. But I like it enough that I'll say we're going to take the Padres stress meter from a 0.5 down to a 0.4. This relieves a little bit of my stress because I think this adds the perfect amount of depth for the Padres. But I want to know what you guys think. Drop a comment. Let me know if you like it, if you don't like it, if you think there are still other moves out there. And as I said at the top, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that we can keep growing the channel and getting you all the Padres takes that you need all season long. Hang in there, Friar Faithful. It's going to be a good year.